Quite a spectacle that was.
You got moves.
I feel washed up. I haven't competed forever.
Well, don't feel washed up yet, because we are back for the next episode of round 3, and then closing out this pod, and we are ready for the rematch that people have been waiting for since winter and the Whip Olympics. For those of you that don't know, we've said this before last time. Bemo really made waves with a specific video for the Whip Olympics, and it was a match versus Jaypegg, and Jaypegg came out with some serious heat, and it was kind of one of those, like, an 8 versus a 9, and Bemo came out just a little bit better. And I know they've both been waiting for this matchup. They both dominated their respective groups. They both took first in groups B and D for Jaypegg and Bemo respectively. And I'm excited. This is probably one of my favorite matches for this whole round, if I can say so. I'm ready for this. Are you ready?
Can I get a yeah?
Hiya. Hiya.
That's a 10 out of 10 if I've seen one.
We got the voice game on lock.
Hyped
Well,
for this.
yeah, this is going to be
Huge
insane.
match.
And again, the winner of this will join Youngblood and Mr. Freckles in our second semifinal match. So that's just shaping up to be an amazing 3-way battle already, no matter who this is. So I'm excited to find out who it is. I hope you guys are watching at home or watching out if you're watching like on your phone somewhere. But watching, I hope you guys watching as well as us are as excited as we are. And I probably said that wrong. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started and take a look at Jaypegg. That was amazing. Lust, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely become a big fan of Jaypegg's throughout this competition. He threw a lot of tech as well as some tuts and a lot of flails, whips. Work with the cleanliness.
I think he did a super good job. My only complaint is going to be some of his transitions that I caught. But I'm just, based off my own personal opinion before I get too technical, that was my favorite show overall the most well-rounded that I think we've seen so far. Um, I think he had a good mix of relatively hard to do moves. This shit's hard with gloves on. That's hard to do. Did the little 4-point cluster with that and everything. Overall, super well. I don't know how I'm gonna score this yet, but there's not too much aside from the transitions that I can really nitpick at.
Awesome.
Teddy, how you feeling?
Um, that was really cool. That was awesome. That was a great show. I know I'm being vague and general, but like I don't know what else to say. Like I mean the guy's amazing. He hit a lot of stuff. He hit a lot of stuff super well, and well, I guess there is one thing if I can be nitpicky. He did this one like kind of like drive move, and he's done that. I've seen that in both of his round 1 and round 2 shows, and it's when you're getting to this point of a competition, it's like you got to make sure that, and if you're doing anything that's considered a power move and
Stands out.
yeah, it stands out. And the problem is that in the first round he used it to finish his show, and he also used it in the second round. Either to finish his show or it was like to finish the breakdown of the song. It was a conclusive part, and in this one it really stuck out because it almost feels like he wanted to do it and then stopped himself like, no, don't do that. You already did that. Go back, do something else. And I really pick up on that. And there was one other point too that it felt like he kind of reset a little bit. So his delivery is going to be a little off for me. But musicality was again top notch. We were just talking about top notch musicality, and Jaypegg is right there. There are some little things that there's some things that I would do differently. There are some things that I could not do differently, sorry, would have to do differently because I couldn't do what he did. But that's more on Trump's side of the scorecard, not necessarily on mine. And he had a great ambiance about him, so his showmanship's going to be up there for me. Even though there wasn't I didn't necessarily see a character and I didn't necessarily get to know him any better, I still feel like I went to a show. I still feel like I was entertained and I was spoken to.
Yeah. Sometimes when the Glover kind of grabs your attention, he really had great use of his camera, making sure all his moves look great.
That intro too. Oh man, that intro was nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hear from Waxy while our judges score.
Jaypegg, I'm super impressed, bro. From start to finish, well-rounded show. I would say that's a competition show right there. You hit your concepts, it's clean, good flow, good musicality, difficulty of those concepts, crazy. Yeah, man, really well done. It's gonna be I have a feeling it's gonna be a close one.
Just need another
Are
minute.
our scores in?
Thinking. I mean, the delivery is about placement of power move. So when you repeat a power move, and I can sense it, and I can think back to using it thinking back to seeing it in each round in a similar fashion, really just it really needles me. But no, I'm gonna final answer. These are gonna be the scores. We're gonna stick with what we got here. Trump, are you good 100%?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy with where we're sitting.
All right, fantastic. So Jaypegg coming in and scoring 30 points here. 4, 4, 7 for cleanliness, use of space, and difficulty of concepts. And then 3, 4, and 8 for delivery, showmanship, and musicality. So coming in again, absolutely fantastic musicality. Concepts were amazing. Just that, like I said, that at delivery, you just got to be careful about the stuff that you make that as a stuff that you make stand out, because it will catch up to you in this tournament. This ain't no, never mind. We won't go there. Anyway, before I get myself in trouble, let's go ahead and move on and take a look to Jaypegg's opponent for the episode, Bemo.
Meanwhile,
That was Bemo. Take it away, Lust.
I mean, I love watching Bemo's shows. He always has such great energy, you know? It really is just so captivating. You know, we talked a little bit about the Whip Olympics, right? And these two competitors. Bemo really pulled out some pretty complex flails. What did you think about that, Trump? Did you think his flails were pretty complex, or what were your thoughts?
It's hard to do those opposite time, you know, whips that he was doing. And it's hard to even hold and do that thing that he was doing. Super fun to watch. I feel like overall though, his show was something that needed to be polished, if that's maybe the right word for it. I felt like there was just a couple slip ups throughout the thing that could have been refined, and then might lose a little bit of points in the cleanliness area. But I mean, these are all top competitors. This is all super nitpicky on the judging end of things. But
Yeah, we're trying to find things to be nitpicky. It's hard.
Yeah, they're all really good shows. There's those small little things. Specifically when he was down here, he caught a tut at like a weird angle and then corrected it. But it's a competition. Those things are going to be caught and docked.
I also saw a few moments of hesitation, and you know, that's totally normal. But you know, as you said, it's the difference between the next point up of cleanliness, right? Is making sure all the transitions are super smooth and etc. How do you think his delivery was on his moves and the musicality, Teddy?
Well, I'm going to reiterate what you're saying. I thoroughly, you know, I always enjoy Bemo's shows, and I think he does a fantastic job of really just being a character. Like, he really is just a character, and he has style without even trying. He just has style about him that, like, you know, He just doesn't have to try to make things look cool. He could, walk down the street and it would just look cool because it's Bemo. No problem. It just automatically looks cool. And it has to do partially with his shoulder placement, partially with just like you can tell like everything about him is just completely 100% and totally relaxed. Even when he's doing like these crazy intense things, like everything about him, you can tell that if it's not absolutely essential to pull off the move, then that particular muscle or that particular body part is just completely relaxed and dead weight and completely manipulatable to him at his will. So just complete and utter total body control and awareness and just, like I said, just a whole lot of swagger in his entire show, which really comes through in the showmanship. He really just kind of like has like a handicap in showmanship almost, just because he just like every show that he does, no matter what, always has that. So whether it's on purpose or not, it comes through and it really weighs out. Musicality, his musicality was there. It was, like I said, again, it was good. I wasn't like, oh my God, that was cool and that was cool and that was cool. But like, there was nothing that was like, oh, he missed that. Oh, he missed that. Oh, he missed that. It was like, there was a back and forth between having musicality and having musical awareness. And he was just kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, I think these shows are going to be pretty close. So let's see how the judges score this. And Waxy, what did you think?
Bemo, love the swag, love the style, love the whips. Holy crap, dude. Those whips and flails, I'm freaking blown away, man. Nice show. This is going to be a close one. I don't know which way it's going to go, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think I started really following a few Glovers this year, and Bemo is definitely one of them that, he's putting out some really good content. So let's see what the judges think.
And my scores are final. Trump, are your scores final? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
And it looks like Jaypegg is going to take this one by 2 points, 30-28.
You had to make that close.
Bemo with 3, 4, and 6 across cleanliness, use of space, difficulty of concepts, and 4, 4, and 7 across delivery, showmanship, and musicality. Yeah, stellar shows from both of these guys. Just absolutely, just ridiculous shows. After seeing these shows, I cannot wait to see what those guys come up with and what they do. So I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
Nope.
These are gonna be good.
Holy crap. Holy crap. It's going to be crazy.
Well, Waxy, I want to say thank you for coming on with us and doing this as a guest judge. We really appreciate you. I kind of want to give you the floor a little bit and let you make some closing remarks and just what you thought about it and if you have any advice to the competitors or anything you want to say.
Well, first I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Luz, Trump, Teddy. Thank you, YGM. You guys are doing a killer job. Wish Starlight could have made it, but things happen, so you were missed. Crazy competition. This next three-way semi, I don't think any of us are ready for this. I'm excited, and I know everyone watching is excited. So, and as far as any pointers for gloving, you guys are killing it. I got nothing, man. I've been off the game for a little bit, but just keep that musicality and flow going.
Well, again, thanks for joining us, Waxy. Thank you to Lust and Trump for coming through for this. We'll see you guys back for the last pod, and we're going to be taking a look at Euphoric versus Lakaios, Creepa versus Duck, and Flackenstack versus Megasloth to close out the close out the pod and determine our last semifinalists. So thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe so that you stay informed. We'll see you guys soon.
Just